Barktooth. Oh, he's got the epic version of the gun I had. The hell is that gear he's wearing? With all due respect, that is... How the fuck do you have an exotic rifle? Here. We're just going to let some ads run here before we get the show started here. Just getting everything ready. And how do you have an exotic rifle? We'll be up in just about 2.5 minutes here. And we'll get going with the stream here tonight. Really excited for everything going on here. And I hope you are too. We will see you in a little bit. You can put your hands up all you want. I don't care. Mercy. They're playing the same game I am.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
No, not gonna get there. Damn it! Og! That one-on-one right in the middle. Ah! Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight. It is... Oh, super kick! Let go! Let go! Third! Let go! Super kick party! Yeah, pay the money for that. Yes! This life is going great! Let's go!
He's healthy.
Let's go!
Is she healthy?
Yeah!
Apparently she's back.
Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mike the Ref Twitch stream. It is AEW Dynamite. We are finally back. It has been forever since we've had an AEW Dynamite show here. It is, well, 6 days. Feels like a lifetime. Had a tons of shows in between. Got a huge amount of news this afternoon. Once again, everybody, thank you for being here. For those watching on Twitch right now, if you look on the left here, we do have an ad up for what's going on after AEW Dynamite tonight, which is the return of Backbreaker Pro Wrestling, as we are going to be having our first episode of Evolution. We're breaking them up into 2 shows. Evolution is going to be on Wednesday. Madness is going to be on Saturday. We're going to have... Tonight's going to feature a lot of people that you are familiar with. One person's going to surprise you who's really, really familiar to most of you here. And, yeah, our main event here tonight, Hoju and the Pop Spot Monsters taking on the Blue Shell Fight Club. I'll have to explain to you how Hoju and Andre C decided to get together after their bitter little argument there at the end of season 1. So, where Andre sort of sneaked his way into the pay-per-view semifinals. So, but yeah, that is then. This is now. Now we got a huge night tonight, and your goal is to stay awake, Styles. I knew you were set on that. But yeah, we had some huge news drop both on the AEW scene as well as the as well as the independent scene. If you haven't heard the news yesterday, AEW has pulled all their video from Triller internationally. Like, whatever you have on there is going to stay on there, but like, I know I bought my pay-per-views from them, but they will be on there still to use. However, going forward, they've gotten rid of, AEW just pulled everything away from Triller now because my AEW is available, right? So that's the first building block to drop. Now the next one, and this was literally announced an hour ago. You have the Wrestling Revolver, which is an independent promotion. I do believe Sammy Callahan's the one that runs that one. Brandon Collins, BDE, actually made the announcement about an hour ago. They're pulling out a Triller, and they're moving on to YouTube starting this Saturday with their show. So they're going to, a lot of wrestling's moving.
Left your house and walked into mine.
Walker, 42 months. Surprise, okay, not really, but surprise. Thank you for being here, Walker. Thank you for the 42 months. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for everybody for being here tonight. Yeah, well, there's been some huge news coming down literally in the last hour. Wrestling Revolver, like I said, is moving to YouTube, which is one of the bigger independents. They're pulling out a Triller, so you can look at it right now, and you could probably say Triller's on pretty thin ice right now. Oh my God, the GP girls are there. GP TV, one of the popular all-female channels here on Twitch. GP TV, they're right on the apron. Like, holy crap. Way to get your influencers on the top of the show here. Let's go. By the way, Homer, I'm sorry I missed you there. Good to see you here. And actually, you know what? If you think I'm crazy, I will not be completely crazy here. I'll do this on... There. If you're not following them, well, that looked like a different graphic. We'll dismiss that one. That was the wrong channel. God damn it. That was... I'm right. I just got to figure out which one it is. But either way, yeah. Netflix Hulk Hogan's pretty good. I don't know how much I'm going to really watch it. Just because... I've had enough of the bullshit Hogan from this weekend. If you guys aren't familiar with Hogan, he spent more time than the women's matches this weekend on TV. Max is angry. Everybody's sad. Oh, God. He... Max a little bitter. I don't watch Unreal. You know what? Everybody has their different tastes. Mr. McGee, how are you doing tonight, sir? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Mr. Zodiac as well. Thank you for being here. Everybody's piling in tonight. This has been a fun day. This has been a fun hour. Praise balls. So, if you haven't heard the news from AEW that broke an hour ago, Samoa Joe's back and he's wrestling tonight. But we all knew this was what Max was going to do here, right? So the rundown of the card for here tonight, we got Mark Davis against hey Danielle, good to see you here. We got Mark Davis and Will Ospreay. We got Mina Shirakawa and Hikaru Shida. We got Samoa Joe in action, and then our main event, Darby Allin versus Tommaso Ciampa for the world title. So I don't know what MJF's going to be crying about. The fact that the title could change hands again. I want to see Joe pull himself out right now. Yeah, the main event is going to be hella nice. Kevin Knight? Basically, he's going to turn around and say, get in the back. Why is Darby fighting Triple H? The thing about MJF, he doesn't end every sentence with a statement like he's having a dump every time he talks. And yes, I do understand he doesn't talk like that now. The new looking Triple H kind of. You know what? I'll give you guys a coin for that, you know. I appreciate you guys having the same thoughts on that. So, MJF did cut his teeth mostly in the Portland area really, really early. So it makes... Us wrestling fans know the lingo? Yeah. I believe Max is going to say something in the direction of, I don't give a shit what you look like. Oh, shit. This is where we have a little bit of a interruption. This crowd doesn't know what to think of this situation.
So, first of all, what an elegant speaker you are. I mean, you're almost Aristotle level with how deep you are. Let's go over the great points you made. You're the Jet. The Jet's too fly. The Jet's TNT champion. The Jet had you beat, MJF. The Jet thinks it's socially acceptable to be friends with Speedball Mike Bailey.
Where did that come from?
Cool. Well, obviously your memory's not all that great because
All right, what we got here?
it always does because I'm
Are we going to get this match instead tonight?
You with a heat seeker for an easy dub. So no, you should not be world champion. If anyone in this company should be world champion, it's me and me alone.
MJF is good on the mic, but the problem is with him, he just has a tendency to go a little too long. And it all depends on where they go. Like, every time he talks, they need to have a point. They need to get a point going on here.
Great stuff. Great stuff. We appreciate it. What a cute little title that TNT Championship is, huh? And it fits you like a glove. It really does. Because you're a TNT champion type. A workhorse. A good hand. An average Joe.
Oh, God.
Someone like you know,
Did you hear the words?
feeling. Someone who will never be AEW World Champion.
Oh, God, are we doing this? Are we really doing this?
Who should know better than to step into my ring and breathe in my air. Someone who damn sure should know better than to allow my AEW World title to come out of their average little mouth.
Okay. Interesting start here so far. Yeah, pretty much. They've been trying to push Knight here for a little bit, and that's one thing I really do love about AEW is the fact they are going to at least take a chance. Like, I think we talked about it last week that it felt like Darby's time passed by, but you don't know until you try. And that's what he did here. Oh yeah, like Knight was floundering in the junior division in New Japan, right? He was never going to get out of that, really. Now he moved over to AEW, and it's just been nights and it's been unbelievable what he's been able to do. I was going to say night and day, but that's one of those, right? All right, so we're getting a TNT title match. He's snug too. I like that. Bret Hart. Yeah, that's fair. And that's something you learn in New Japan a lot too, right, Styles? It's that. Sorry, I got a little bit of a thing in the throat, so not that thing. Calm down. All right, so we're getting a TNT title match. I'm really surprised how many people they have here with the Trailblazers playing tonight at home. Make it be the same referee as last week. Yep, there it is. Remsburg. MJF is not taking his jacket off. That should say something to everybody here. Wow. Oh, so now they're going to push up. Okay, well, at least we're going to get that match next week. We are going to get that match next week, which is going to be a lot of fun here, so. Darby and Ciampa is going to be a burner. Like an absolute barn burner. All right, Renee, who you got? Who you got already? All right, this is an old school promo if I've ever seen it. Oh my God. Really? That shirt might get sold out real quick here. By the way, there's been a ton of new people popping in here to say hello. Just want to say thank you for all for being here. Sorry, just looking at the quick numbers across both sides. Just thank you for popping in here. We'll get a little more acclimated during the commercial break here, but... Nats, good to see you here too, my friend. Chat, who do you think it's going to be? Who do you think is going to be the partners of Jericho next on Saturday? Just playing MLB? Cool. Well, Brody's about to destroy somebody. Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Learning tree. Where is that?
No, please, no.
All right, well, we got the match official for next week. My personal opinion, who they're going to get, and it sounds really weird, but it's probably going to fit it anyway. You're probably going to get Jurassic Express. Oh, God. Really? All right, well, somebody's about to die. All right, this is going to be hilarious as well as quick. But yeah, we got one title match for sure. So what, we saw the TNT champ, we saw the we're seeing the world champ tonight. And then later on tonight, just as we're getting to make down to the ring, just a quick note, we are going to see the BPW champion tonight on BPW Evolution, the season debut, right after on Twitch here, folks. Just a quick reminder, we are going to have this coming up about 5 minutes after Dynamite wraps up. We'll get our sidecast done here, and it'll be exclusively over on Twitch. I'm sorry for you guys on... Did I find you? Didn't you get the contract? You're fighting on Saturday. Just check your emails, because you might need to find out you're fighting on Saturday. And Retro Balls, you got the main event on Saturday if you didn't get the note either. Oh, and here comes the chant. MJF, well, do yourself a favor, check an email. Because you're actually going to be taking on somebody brand new to the roster, and I'm not telling you who it is quite yet. This is how we get. Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. It's the first ever show of BPW Madness. Who else would you want to main event it? And here's the difference, sir. You're getting 3 days' notice. You're not getting a 2 hours' notice. And I'll explain a little bit more of the difference between the two shows a little later on here. I love how Leo screams like way after he actually gets hit. Now he's smiling. And it's extra trouble when the hell are you doing? Oh, the good old-fashioned jump off the back into the post spot. I love it. But yeah, for anybody that's popped by here who's brand new, we are here for every AEW Dynamite, every AEW Collision. Well, most of them. I missed one because I was there, but... And also the pay-per-views as well. And if you are new here and you have a question about stories or what the hell is Leo Rush looking like that for, you can feel free to ask. There's no judgment here in this channel whatsoever. Everybody's pretty welcoming. But I will tell you this. Nobody really knows what the hell's going on with Leo Rush and how he became up this Blackheart gimmick. All I know is it's getting him matches, which, you know, and also gets you a lot of that too, so. But we've had 7 days of wrestling right now. While we got a bit of a break here during the picture-in-picture. What was your biggest takeaway from the weekend? Let's hear some of your biggest takeaways from the weekend. And it's not just AEW, it's not just WWE, it could be the independents. Wrestling month, yeah. Loved Mania, yeah. I could see why. Like, here's the thing, and this is the part that's going to get a lot of people. If there's a way it got undeserved hate, I'm not going to say that, Nats. I could say I love the show, but I also could say that the hate was really deserved. Watch part of night 1, it was trash. Didn't even watch night 2. Here's the thing. If they could find a way to put out a condensed version of both, if they can find a possible way to get both, and learn life is better when you're only concerned about one major wrestling promotion, that's fair. The only issue with night 1 was the match. Myself personally, Mania was good. I look at it differently. AEW's thriving. Troy seems to be ending. Indies, yeah. Here's the thing, and this is what I say about Mania. If they could find a way to re-edit it without like the 3 million commercial breaks and watch it just as a show with just the matches, and the promos and whatnot, it's going to be a good show to watch. But that adrenaline boost you get during the match gets killed so much that you just don't have the energy to get through a show like that. And AEW, of course, has the opposite problem where they keep going you on that thrill ride that you're burnt out by match 6 on a 10-match card. So I enjoy it because I got it from my computer. Did feel my time was wasted. So you had other things to do. Like, to me, if I was a fan in the arena, I would be a little upset, personally. But you know what? If you enjoyed your time, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. AEW runs 10-hour pay. I wouldn't say 10 hours. I'd say 6. Yeah. Is Cody still getting the boo birds? Don't care about Cody as champ anymore. I do not care about Roman being champ anymore. Do not care about having more ad breaks. Dan, how's the best thing? Yeah. And you know what? I won't blame you for saying that right now. Because that was the segment that yeah. I didn't watch Raw on Monday, I'll be honest. Oh, God. Gonzo bomb on the floor? Ugh. Twitch runs more ads per hour. The ads excuses. No, they don't. I'll tell you point blank, they don't. I will tell you point blank, Nats, my ad rate on this channel is 3 minutes an hour. So, no, that is completely incorrect. They ran 20 minutes of ads per hour over on. Rob, you know what? I don't mind it. Like, WWE's got their own train that they're going on right now, and, you know, if you don't want to watch it, fine. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't like, and that's the thing about Twitch here too. You pay. Yeah, Zodiac, I get that one. All I can say is I've worked with every single promotion in this province. So that's where I cop in my experience. I know some people don't like that. Oh, and I got the abuse about that too. Like, let's. Sorry, I made that Tempest into a teapot kind of thing here. Oh, God. Well, Leo's dead. My own thoughts about it, let's just call it a spade here. It was very divisive, and that's the best way to put it. Now Leo's officially dead. I will say the big news today that Wrestling Revolver's pulling themselves off Triller now that AEW has already, and why did Leo change to Blackheart? We're not 100% sure, but I do think Andretti is hurt. That he was hurt in a. Dude will watch 6 days. Yeah. So we got another guy fighting for the title.
If you come out on top, congratulations. But Darby Allin. Darby, I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you, but I'm going to rip that title out of your hands if I have to kill you with that. I'm surprised Samoa... You know what I would love to see right there? I want to see Samoa Joe come out right at that point. Can we get a Brody King Samoa Joe match, please? Big meaty men slapping meat.
Title for the first time. This is your first shot at the AEW World Championship. How's it going to go?
Renee, I've been told my entire career what I'm not. Not big enough. Not 6'4", not 250 pounds. I don't pass the airport test. Not charismatic enough.
The airport test. You tell me that isn't an indie thing.
Material. Let me tell you what I am. I am a husband, a father, a son, a brother. I have insane work ethic.
Can you imagine if they pass the title?
About millions.
Honestly, it wouldn't hurt my feelings a bit.
Passion. It's about proving the glass ceilings.
What I would love to see is just a multi-man match finish that all off, right?
Professional wrestling. It's for the greatest prize in this sport, the AEW World Title. So if you're asking me, am I ready?
I love this.
You have never seen a man more prepared for his moment than I am tonight. Now go ask Darby Allin. You want this more than I need it.
Holy shit, they're doing Mina and Sheeta early. I didn't expect that till, you know, the usual spot for it. Jake the Snake Pro... And that's the thing, right? That's one of mid-cards for, Nats. You know what? And here's the thing, Nats. And I'm not disagreeing with you. I understand that's traditionally what we see. But there's a term we use around here that I really do want to apply right now about this. A WWE-ism. And basically, a WWE-ism is that the heavyweight title has to hang on to somebody for a very long period of time, and the mid-card title is the only one that can move around. That it's moving around to people that should be ready. Now, could we have Ciampa? Could we have... We could have Ciampa, Brody, Samoa Joe, Kevin Knight. You could basically have that title flip around a few places. And then at Double or Nothing, you have all those people involved in one big match. Now, here's the thing. I do understand that as well. And I do understand giving Darby a longer run. But in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, I feel that nobody in their right mind is expecting a long Darby run, so maybe a long Darby run could be just what we need right now. It all depends on how the matches go. Like, we were talking about this last week at the end of the show. If Darby's going to get beaten up for about 20 minutes and then just get one miraculous move and win constantly, what does that do for your title? Darby's got to show that he's able to come up with some offense. And Darby's got to show that he's actually got to be able to beat somebody, not just survive someone. Do I expect something a little bit, like a guy like Tommaso Ciampa? Yes, he does deserve better than what he is. However, if you're going to give somebody one of those sneaky losses that I was just referring to, Ciampa might be the guy to start doing it just because this is his first title match. If you do a sneaky loss on MJF after he's lost the title already, then I got some questions. If you do one on Samoa Joe, I have some questions.
This program may contain coarse language and scenes of violence that could be disturbing to some viewers.
But it's going to be interesting here. Let's switch gears real quick here and Oh.
You guys talk about being the best tag team of all time. FTR, the greatest tag team of all time, right? Debatable. But you're one of the best ever. That's non-debatable. Otherwise, you don't do this to my face. So here's the idea. At Double or Nothing, Christian and I challenge you for the AEW Tag Team Championships in a New York street fight.
Street fight.
Now, I know your little brains are probably struggling with what exactly is in it for us. So here we go. You want to prove you're the best ever? If you beat us at Double or Nothing, we retire as a team.
Ooh. Are they pulling that card out?
I know what my answer would be. And if you're actually the best tag
Team, yes.
I know what your answer should be. Unless deep down inside, deep down, you know we're better.
I totally think Cope and Cage win the titles at that point. They're not gonna lose out on a Bucks, Cope and Cage, FTR triple threat. We've already talked about it. There is no way they leave those matches on the table.
While rated R superstar willing to put it all on the line against FTR, you have to imagine a pretty compelling offer.
It's no different than what so TLC matches it all in. That exactly. One of the TLC matches too, right? Maybe. No team in MLB has scored more runs than the Nats. No team in MLB has allowed more runs than the Nats. How do I put this? I'll just say that. Your dad says the team's bipolar. Hey, that's a good way to put it. So, we're in a very interesting situation with these ladies right now. Like, Sheeta's been showing signs of attacking her partners, but yet she's trying to play up the good person, like she's fighting it rather than actually being it. And then you got Mina, who's lost Tony Storm to attempted murder, apparently, which the cops are not investigating, which, all right. But now she's trying to figure out who it is, and many people are saying that she was the one who did it. It's almost as if one of these two are the two that, these are the two leading culprits at this point. Worst part is their average seven of game third of all MLB. Ooh. Nats, I'll say this, point blank. When two teams in your division are both in the middle of 8+ game losing streaks, you can afford to be like that. Now, here's a question for you, chat. Any of you that watch baseball? Will the Mets win a game before Double or Nothing? May 24th. Don't jump too quick to answer that. Of course, Nats automatically says no. The real culprit's Juice. He did some busting.
Bruh.
There we go. That's the one I was looking for. Or maybe a little bit of drop there. By the way, speaking of that, shout out to Bianca Belair for going quiet on social about being pregnant for 6 months. Like, she's literally been pregnant since September, and everybody's like, oh, is she ever going to come back from her injury? Well, she ain't injured. the fact that Naomi and thought Bichette said he was a. I'm not even gonna finish that. Well, I can't say the Jays are any better right now. They're about as Jekyll as Hyde as you can get right now. Have my doubts on the Mets. It's always reassuring there's an orange and blue team for me to laugh at. Hell, I'm not even sure about the Oilers tonight. Jekyll and Hoffman. She may still be injured, and if she is, kind of works out. She's able to put her with her kid. That's fair. Sweet fuck, the Jays are a dumpster. They let Jordan Romano actually get a save off them. That's how, you know.
Bruh.
Like, if anybody didn't watch the game this afternoon, Jordan Romano, ex-Blue Jay, who got ran out of town because he's got 2 pitches and the teams found out what those 2 pitches were. Can't win games when you average 3 runs a game. Fair. They're sort of the anti-juice, to be honest, most of the Blue Jays. You know, they're getting to second base, but they just, you know, can't finish when they need to, right? Sorry, I'm getting a use out of that rim shot tonight.
Bruh.
Ugh. But yeah, when it just getting back to this, like, it's nice to see that they're able to get it's nice to be able to see Shida be able to get inserted back into the lineup, the regular lineup here, and Mina being able to pivot from where she is right now. See the comments about how much their team sucks, and I haven't remember watching the majors in forever because of White. At least the White Sox have Murakami to actually, you know, be worthwhile watching on their shows. So, like in their games, at least he's hitting home runs. But yeah, like, I would love to see, like, my biggest, I would say my second biggest complaint for AEW would be the booking of the women's division on the main rosters. On Dynamite and Collision's a little better, but definitely for Dynamite, 1 match a night. You can't tell me it isn't a WB thing that they're only allowing 1 a night. Because the way that Tony Khan books ROH right now, by the way, if you're not watching ROH, I highly recommend you do. It's been beautiful there. Just hope he turns out to be better than Connor Bedard. Yeah, well. Damn, I do watch too much wrestling. Yeah, ROH is absolutely, like, here's the thing, Styles, and I do get a little pickier when it comes to wrestling. But here's the thing, for me, I decide what I'm going to watch live and what I'm going to watch via clips. And that's why, while WrestleMania, as far as I'm concerned, that weekend as a whole, will be considered in the bottom 5. Just because the matches felt so rushed throughout the entire thing. I do feel that watching it in a Instagram or a YouTube or in a moments section, which, let's face it, that's what WWE does a lot more of now, is just the straight moments. While AEW, in many respects, it's can't miss TV because there's always so much going on. There's overstimulus rather than understimulus. So that's why I say you got to be pick and choose about what you're going to watch. Like, the one thing about AEW is they don't waste your time. If you're not going to use everything they have, at least you could say totally that you do have everything that they you have everything available to you. Leave ridiculous. Yeah. The Jays are typically leaving 1 to 2 batters on per inning. Oh, we got a Don Callis family sighting. Version 369 since Andrade's in there. So I'm not going to spoil too much for you guys, but this Saturday, this will be it will be another tape show. This is going to be the last tape show that they're going to have for a while. Probably the week of Double or Nothing's the next time they're going to have a double taping for Dynamite and Collision on the same night. Should it go for the back of the knees or the rear end? One or the other. I'm not sure which one there. Memorial Day weekend is the weekend of Double or Nothing, so I'm assuming that they're going to run their Collision early. But yeah, this week's going to be a tape show. Then they're going to have 3 live ones going into, if I do remember right, that's May 23rd. Yeah, May 20th, they should be doing a double taping, I do believe. Oh, no. Sheeta, don't kill her. Deadeye! And Sheeta's like, my knees! Oh, speaking of other moves from other wrestlers, God bless Kenny Omega for going online this week, and he doesn't do it a lot. Just going out there and saying, look, Jade used my move, she did it well, I don't think anything of it. If you guys didn't watch the match, Jade actually hit the one-winged angel, called it a sandstorm. Oh, right on the count. Oh, well, the actual broadcast of the show is going to remain the same, though, Styles. Just let's remind ourselves of that. But yeah, they're pre-taping. They're pre-taping Collision tonight, I do believe. So, which makes a hell of a lot of sense, right? Like, right now in that first round of the playoffs, a lot of fan bases are tied up. But I want to give a shout out to this Portland crowd. It is definitely making the noise. Nice sling blade off the top here. Sheeta's barely kicking out right now. This is, I'm not going to say rough, but interesting to say the least. Now she's got it hooked. Hasn't got it over enough, though. Mina was going to take a DQ there. She was going to go cheat. Oh, and now we got another. All right. Don Owen territory? That's fair. So now Statlander is getting into a pissing match with Mina at this point. This could be interesting. And Mina's like, what the hell? We're going to get a promo backstage about this. I'd almost guarantee it at this point. But I think next what we're probably going to get is Darby talking and Samoa Joe coming out for his match. My God, I can't wait for this match. Takeshita Okada. Like, I know we were talking about this. We expected it all in, but this match here, like, ugh. It's going to be a little bit nuts. No, just think, we still have Ospreay and Davis. We got Samoa Joe. We got the world title match. We got an interview with Darby. This second hour is going to be absolutely stacked here. And once again, everybody, just thank you for being here, for sticking around and checking things out with us here. Rainmaker! Now, I really wonder how they're going to end that match. I would think Takeshita should win, but it really could go either way. As they go to a full commercial break after a promo, that's, once again, we're doing things that aren't usual here, so. But yeah, just here playing MLB. Well, since we're at the top of the hour, I want to show this off a couple times here tonight. Just a reminder, folks, after we're done here, if you're watching over on Twitch, you see the ad on the side. Tonight's lineup for BPW Evolution, the return. We are going to have 3 fantastic matches on the card tonight. And since you've been here long enough, I can spoil you guys for who is going to be Will Jackson's mystery partner, because they don't let us show us mystery in... I can't hide it from you when I set it up. So we are going to be having Game Time Will Jackson taking on special guest. It's not going to be here regularly, but a special guest, the King of Hearts, Owen Hart. We'll be taking on Game Time Will Jackson in singles action here tonight. So, long story short, I didn't have a chance to get everybody created yet. So, while we're waiting for that, we're going to get some few friends come in and play a little bit here. So, Kayla J versus Snow Penguin, a rematch from the quarterfinals of the Backbreaker Pro Tournament, followed by Game Time Will Jackson versus Owen Hart. Then Hoju and the Pop Spot Monsters taking on the Blue Shell Fight Club. That is going to be a lot of fun. And don't have the graphics done because, well, frankly, I don't have renders for some of you guys for solids. So we're going to have a few debuts, but our main event on Saturday for our debut of BPW Madness will be the Retro Balls in Zodiac and MCG, the Wildcard Champion, taking on the Dad Bod squad of Rick Jules and PJC. So that is going to be a fun main event for our top card. Plus, we're going to get some debuts in those opening 2 matches as well. So, and we also will have Seth Ross in action. Apparently, he has no pads according to his description. So. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with that after WWE 2K26, following everything as we, following Dynamite, following Collision. We're going to have a ton of fun here. So, but But yeah, a lot of news coming down here. And if you didn't hear it off the top of the hour, Wrestling Revolver moving off Triller. AEW already announced that they're gone. Maple Leaf Pro is moving on to TSN here in a few, well, just in a matter of 2 months here. They'll be live on Canadian TV. And I do believe they're getting onto My AEW as well. So now we're getting the Bucks and the Dogs going at it. Okay. And the Rascals getting thrown in there. Yeah, they're down to 2 now, so. The Death Riders and the Dogs have to, okay, well, Gabe's partners, that makes sense. Rascals and the Bucks. As long as they don't have Portland and as long as they don't have Portland and Laker jerseys on or San Antonio jerseys on, I'm fine with it. For those that watch WWE in the 2000s, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I wonder how pumped Will Ospreay was when the Assassin's Creed account showed off a new logo where the all they said was "New Year, New Me" with a new logo. I'm really surprised. They could have saved this match for a pay-per-view with the rivalry that these two have. With the way that everything's going, how do you feel about doing who do you want to see Ospreay face in Double or Nothing now at this point? If they don't do the Owen. If they do Owen first round, everything's out the books, but well, Davis doesn't run, but shout out to Justin for getting that intro out without shouting, but it won't happen. You never know. We also got to figure out who's going to be the third for the Hurt Syndicate, right? Or the Hurt... Yeah, the Hurt Syndicate. Sorry, I almost got myself backwards and forwards there. Oh my God, Callis. And of course, you know, you got Nigel just pile it on to help out, right? This crowd is fired up and I love it. But you can imagine how many times these guys have done this for practice matches. Wow. That was nice. And the thing about Ospreay, you know, how he's changed his style so much throughout the last, the last 2 years here? Where he'll throw out the flashy stuff when he needs to, but for the most part, he works smart, he works solid. You know what's funny when the commentators literally have nothing to say about some of the stuff that Callis says, like it literally stops them in their tracks. Will's the new Shawn Michaels, in my opinion, wrong company though. I don't think Ospreay would work that well in WWE. But how am I supposed to know? Like, we wouldn't know until we find out, right? I honestly do feel like in some instances, you should be able to see every wrestler succeed at every promotion if they're booked properly. Unless there's a complete difference in abilities. I just don't think Ospreay would fit that rigidity that they do have in WWE. Wouldn't want to follow it. So, but I could be completely wrong, and that would, you know what? If it works out that he works great, timing psychology is mean, yeah. Main, yeah. Most important. I love how Ospreay doesn't even literally have to move, just sit up. Jesus H. Christ, man. Gee. It's all good. It's all good. It's 2025. Autocorrect is stupid. To go into our picture here. No, watching Ospreay and what he does, like, he can be successful anywhere he wants. Just, it's all about, you know, who can he work with, how can he work, and he pretty much can work with anybody. We all know that. This crowd is just responding big time, apparently. Oh, shit. I wonder if that was intentional or not. Slipping on the apron like that and hitting his head. And then there's Callis, who, thank God, we can't hear what he's saying right now. No, but as we're moving through here, you know what? Mark Davis just getting the ability to take up these spots where he has. So I assume Samoa Joe's going to get a squash match based on what we're seeing here. He comes out and says, yeah, Hook's got the ops right now. I'm going back for my title. Which means a double or nothing. We literally could have a six-pack challenge. Like, realistically, I do think that's where we're probably going to end up. It's the one way that MJF can sneak out of there with the title. Darby doesn't have to get pinned. Samoa Joe's back. When did this happen? As of 5 o'clock today. 5 o'clock our time here, 7 o'clock Eastern. On Tony Khan's pre-show little thing on X that he does, where he announces some of the matches, that he announced that Samoa Joe's been cleared, and he's now back. So we're literally getting Samoa Joe tonight. That's where I was confused. All right. Sorry, Sorry, Styles. I missed your Japan one part there, so. So yeah, we're getting him back. We're getting MJF versus Kevin Knight for the TNT title next week. That happened over the opening segment of the show, where MJF wants his title. Kevin Knight came out and said, get in line, basically. That everybody's been cheating by you. So now they got a TNT title match next week, so. Remember Joe from way back works like a beast in front of 50? I remember I was in the building for Samoa Joe's last independent date before he signed with WWE. It was here in Edmonton. It was a 3-minute squash match against one of the biggest developmental talents that they had here in Western Canada at that time. And ever since that, I don't, the guys had big matches, but I think that might have been the start of the moments. Now, is he going to have to hit the Storm Killer? 2002 even AJ, we all knew they'd make it. Yeah, it was way too obvious with a lot of those guys that there was just way too much talent not to get on a bigger stage, right? A lot of people forget that Christopher Daniels was originally scheduled to be if you're familiar with the Attitude Era, he was scheduled to be the higher power before Vince took it. Because Vince is a moron. Remember PWA bringing Joe to wrestle Johnny Devine? Those were the days, yeah. And the fact that he came in and Mama said knock you out. I mean, he did that here as well, but oh my God. What a beautiful Argentine backbreaker there. Heard Vince didn't want him, then in a match he almost broke his neck in a dark match. Yeah, basically that's where it ended up being, right? Vince wanted him, and then all of a sudden he saw him in that dark match, and he's like, nah, I'm good. It was also supposed to be Jake the Snake, but we all know what happened with him. Glad things got fixed up with him. Sorry about that, chat. This is an absolute amazing match. I also remember there was a show that Jim Hart got incredibly high during intermission and tried to work a match against Highlander. Ugh. Checked AOL religiously back then, yeah. All I know is I spent $1,000 on TNA pay-per-views when they debuted in their weekly pay-per-views. $10 a week every week for all 1,000 episodes or 100 episodes. I still got the DVD case over there. Jesus. Folding them up like an accordion. Is it just me, or is it like Ospreay's getting a lot more offensive, but it almost feels funny that they're treating him a little bit like the way we were talking about Darby, right? Keeps getting attacked, and all of a sudden he's gonna hit something to win this. My mom was goat ordering those at the WWE pay-per-views and lending me the money to buy ROH Japan tapes from Dope Boris. Let's give it a horn for your mom. Because, yeah, they weren't cheap back then. The pay-per-views are like $40. I remember I used to go to theater. Small versus big guy, you see it. Yeah, fair enough. But there's a hidden blade out of nowhere. I just found it a funny coincidence. I do see the circumstances a little bit different, but a lot of similar too, right? He literally just fell over on him. And Davis just said nope. Straight up nope. Oh my God, picked him up like nothing. You could tell who's running the match, yeah. Why are you telling the referee to put shades on, you dumbass? Is he actually going to try something else? Oh, God. Well, Ospreay's dead. Maybe. Surprised Callis didn't take a boot to the face on him there. I heard it crack the hardest part of the ring. Ah. You think he's an actual doctor? Actually, yeah, he's called Doc Samson for a reason, duh. Ooh. Forfeit. Oh, he's going to be using this for a while. No, he's doing what he's supposed to do. That's the thing. You're supposed to protect the wrestler from himself, right? And realistically, this is a bit of a story that's actually going to ferment a little further. This also gets you a chance to get Ospreay off TV for a while. This whole crowd's like, don't do it. Wait, what? I know why. Because it's simple. If anybody's going to kill Ospreay, it's going to be Moxley. This crowd got the memo. This crowd definitely got the memo here. Holding him too long? Yeah. They're going to take him to the back. They're just going to drag him right to the back. They're going to sit him down. They're going to talk to him. Well, we got a promo segment coming up at least for that. Welcome back to the ad break here. Oh, God. Samoa Joe's here. Somebody about to die. Somebody about to die very quickly. Now, I got a weird... Are they kidnapping him? I think they're going to tie him up backstage. And just show him how he's being so reckless in everything that he's doing. I think the ultimate goal of Moxley is to help Ospreay become world champion. And this is a beautiful way to do it. Where he's trying to teach Ospreay to use his brain rather than his heart a little bit more. Like, that's why Moxley's the ultimate tweeter, right? Like, he can use his head as well as his heart as he's doing this. And once again, there's a phrase I love to hear. Styles, you got it right on the head here. You never seen that before. It's something new. It's something different. It's something we don't expect, right? So... Moxley is the most gray wrestler. Yeah, you really don't know whether he's supposed to be a face, a heel, or what. I feel sorry about who's ever going to fight this. And here's the thing, Styles. That's exactly what they want you to do. You're saying now I'm wondering, well, this is what they want you to do. And Jay Quick, once again, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We are... about to see the return of Samoa Joe. I'm assuming we're going to have an already the ring wrestler prepared for this. Because, yeah, we got 40 minutes left. I really hope they don't go into overtime because I'd like to keep Backbreaker Pro on at regular time. But we will see here, but... I wonder what Joe's intentions are going to be. Is he going to step right back into being the leader of the Ops? Is Hook going to, like, they never really did anything with Hook. Hope the already in the ring wrestler runs there's still time. You know they're getting that TV time, right? It might only be 3 seconds. And it might be right before they set up their funeral plot, but hey, you know, it's still 3 seconds. When it comes to a lot of things for men, 3 seconds is a lot of time. But yeah, all right, let's get back into it here. I just want to see what direction they're going to put Samoa Joe in at this point. Oh, here comes Windsor. Oh my God. All right. Persephone back on Collision. Windsor has a hell of a lot of great comedic timing. You know that? Windsor deserves a lot of credit for comedic timing in these things. And this crowd here, I bet you 95% of them did not know what was happening tonight. Unlike, it was funny. Oh, God. Oh, Cody Chung, cool. This will be fun. This will be quick. Jack jump over a candlestick. But, he gonna die, isn't he? He gonna die. He gonna die. And anyway, he gonna die. Could see me at a WrestleCon? I don't know if I've never been to one, and honestly, this year I probably won't, just because finances and, well, traveling to the States right now, not the worst in the world, but a little interesting. Oh, Joe is gonna kill someone. No, just, I haven't got a passport or anything, so it just, those things take forever, that's all. If ICE detains me, you'll pay the bond? Well, no, you wouldn't. You guys would have me sent to Venezuela or something. Well, Cody got 3 shots in. No, the 4 guys I have, the 4 legit people I banned on this channel will have me sent to Antarctica or something, probably. Fire food, and I have a thing against spicy food. That's the thing. And I love how you're going at this, Zodiac. I appreciate that. Oh my God, they did the spot. They did the spot. And Joe's like, you dumb shit. Oh my God. He literally killed Cody there. Well, Cody tried fighting it. That was about a minute longer than I expected it to be. That's what she said. Now, is he going to talk? Give him a mic. Give him a mic. Nope, he's just leaving. Got a respect for Joe, ROH Rebel, whatever you call it. Yeah. Oh, so we get a vignette of the craziest moments of Darby Allin. Isn't this like a non-stop rotating thing going on? Oh, I thought TK actually advertised something new, but 27 years watching him, dag-year-old, yeah. Oh my God. I'm going to just, if you're on my X, I just reposted it. Apparently Gritty, the Philadelphia Flyers mascot, who is seeing his first ever home playoff game, because, well, frankly, the Flyers have sucked for many years, just literally killed a penguin. Threw him off a second level balcony to the ground. So, Gritty might be in jail by the end of the night. You know how appropriate this is right now? For the fact that they're using Frank Sinatra and Double or Nothing's coming up in 6 weeks in New York? This is just getting everybody in the mindset of Double or Nothing catching up and good Lord, Gritty, that penguin had a family, I think. And got the right. Well, Tony Khan's never been afraid to get rights for a particular song when he really wants it. And he's going to be doing a lot of that here in the next month just because this is actually a very important couple months for him. Like Double or Nothing coming up at the end of the month, trying to go off this wave of momentum that they do have. And frankly, like, fine with the Peds losing. They're holding on to old feelings too long. They were really good, some of the best ever. But Father Time was undefeated. I thought it was just because Stuart Skinner was in the net. Is basically when I see Stuart Skinner lately. I got all these new songs, or better yet, even though that is probably more Jeff Hoffman's walkouts music, but I digress here at this point. But no, this is a real key time here for AEW with all the momentum on their side and two big shows coming up and their second big show actually going up head-to-head against the TNA Big Four. So if you haven't heard, we talked about it a little bit last week. Forbidden Door is actually going to be running at the exact same time as Slammiversary for TNA. One's going to be in, I think in New York. One's in New York and Forbidden Door is going to be in San Jose. So it is going to be a very pick-em kind of thing, but also there's a lot of... If Tony Khan wants to find a way to gain momentum, I think he's got to do it right now. And he's doing a lot of great steps to get towards it. So shout out to TK and all the work that he's doing right now. And yeah, like when you talk about people that are enjoying wrestling more often than not, it's more AEW right now. But of course, this is the quiet minority, or the loud minority, of course, in terms of content creators and such. And it just, there's such a bad mojo right now, and especially when Mark Shapiro, the head of TKO, comes out and says, yeah, no, we're ultimately in charge of booking, which, if you really look at things, they really do have, they are the boss more than anything else. But they've also said that they understand that they're going to be alienating a lot of their hardcore fans in an attempt to get a lot of their other fans there, right?
Chris, did you figure out who you're going to team up with for the six-man on Collision?
As a matter of fact, I did. I was just talking to him right now.
Oh, shit. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, man. Jericho's going to be like that little kid who keeps poking fun at the bear in behind the two big guys. Well, let's just say, yeah, you did call it. Here's another difference right now. They're bringing the champ literally out right before his main event match. Like, we're not going to have a match in between this. This is going right into our main event. Yeah, random pairing that we didn't expect. This interview is somewhat random. Never did get that Lashley MJF payoff. They'll get it. It's just going to take some sweet time. Got to think good wrestler like Y2J. Well, if he can work with other people, like, you know, this isn't the long-term thing. This is in Jericho's. Jericho's not the official fourth member that they were talking about. And he's like, thanks, Shivani. Just do some favor. Peace out. You know what? I like to be surprised once in a while. Gotta let the crowd soak this in, right? He's gonna get emotional. He's gonna lose in like 3 minutes. Shout out to Game Time Art on socials on Blue Sky. The showed the clip of Ospreay getting taken out. He's like, "Oh, isn't that cute? The Death Riders are gonna make Ospreay their mascot." Oh, this is the ultimate promo right here. I love this. And of course Max has to come back out, the dumbass. I want Darby to come out and say, you punched me in the dick first. Shout out to Oregon again, back when Don Owen was a good booker, yeah. What the? I want MJF to be standing out there out front still. I want him standing out front there still. My God, did they hit a home run with his intro. Six and 1 in the past 7. I love that. I would have loved to see MJF still at the top of the ramp so that they have that face-to-face. There it is. I was waiting for that. Ha! Kiss my ass, I believe is where we're going with that one. Looks like we broke away from tradition about what we do, about giving the upcoming shows. So we will skip it this week. I will talk about everything after we're done here. My God, does he look ready? Yeah, absolute beautiful intro. I didn't see MJF there, and then he pops up. That is just amazing storytelling right there. And once again, it just gives you that feeling, you know, why not have like a 6-person, everybody on your top of your card? You don't have a backup for your top 4? Well, we have 6 right now that can go amazing. And the main event's going to be a 10-man brawl anyway, so like once again, we remember bring up the AEW's absolutely on fire right now. Yeah, like Tony Khan's booking's been amazing right now. He does have some issues, like don't get me wrong. Oh, women's division. No. I'm talking about 6-pack challenge is what we used to call it. 6 people in the ring, first person to get the pin wins. All right, I like this where Darby gets the offense in early. If you can hit a finisher right off the bat, it sort of helps you out, right? Oh my God. Well, that was a bit of a crack. Starting to wonder if TK has more help with creative lately because it's definitely... TK said that he's basically running it by himself. The only difference is he's trusting his gut a lot more now than what he used to. That absolutely does have to hurt. As we're going into picture-in-picture here. But here's the thing. Like, everybody's like, oh, well, TK can't do it by himself. He's showing right now that he can. And you know what? You run this until You run this until it sucks. The biggest thing is you got to be self-aware enough to realize when you're sucking in your booking. He's already done it once and changed it up so that he took a little bit more trust in himself. Now, he's got to worry about doing it with everybody. He's going to have to worry about it a second time when it starts to dip a little bit. And I do know that he has Chris Hero around as one of his major agents to help out, like major idea guys. By the way, did you guys see Chris Hero actually did a match in 2026? It was a 5-minute exhibition match on a Stardom show because... Or sorry, sorry, it was TJPW. Danny Luna couldn't make it into the States due to some flight and visa issues. Because when you leave TNA, you lose your visa. So you have to reapply for it and whatnot. Or no, sorry. I apologize. That was a different wrestler. Danny was a death in the family, I do believe, or a sickness in the family. Either way. Her opponent at TJPW wanted a 5-minute exhibition match. Chris Hero literally gets off the couch to, yeah, let's go. Still think it wasn't the best decision as Darby didn't exactly have a hot streak lead up to it. Yeah. Anyone remember Gay Kid Gasket? Yeah, like it was, yeah. But it's more interesting than Hangman's last run. You can't deny it. It's early yet, right? We got one night of it. We literally could have a 7-day reign as a champion. Well, there you go, through the table. I will say this. This is the most offense I've seen out of Darby pre-end the match that he's had in a very long time, so... If they're gonna run it like this, that would not be that bad. You see Remsburg going for the gloves as he's warming up here, or he's doing the count. And Ciampa's red all over. Now, I don't mind this. Having the entire... throwing out all his offense at Ciampa early, right? Wonder if Doc Sampson will stop this one here. Tell the ref to get out of the way, and he wouldn't. Oh, blood on the camera. Here we go. Plenty of color on Ciampa. Which, thanks for reminding me, Ciampa. I got to adjust that setting before we start the show tonight. Fairfax, Virginia. Natch, you going? Seems like it's close down your way. Oh my goodness.
Trying to prevent the Scorpion death drop by Darby.
Well, that's exposed. We know that's going to get used.
The steel is exposed, but Darby Allin pays it no mind. The ascent to the top, Ciampa
He's doing the orange.
pull out of the way of Darby Allin's coffin drop as the blood continues to pour from the challenger's head.
It took Darby 2 minutes and 14 seconds to win it a week ago, become the world champ. We all knew it wasn't going to be that quick against Tommaso Ciampa.
Darby. Do you really want to do that? Well, of course he does. What the hell am I saying?
Darby Allin. That bounce disrupted, Tony.
Yeah, that moment of doubt you talked about.
At least he got in the corner that had the pad on it, right?
Doubt or indecision, but either way, Tommaso Ciampa.
You know, WWE's like an SOB about blood spray on the camera. Yeah, well, they're $10,000 cameras. I don't really blame them, right? What a chop.
Now Ciampa continuing to apply pressure to Darby Allin.
Oh no, going up top. Oh shit. He's going floor. Darby might be dead, but Ciampa's tailbone's cracked, so that's why he's telling the ref to come over here and check on me. I am hurting. I am hurting. Come see me. Don't worry about Darby. See me. I wonder if Ciampa realizes if it's a forfeit, it's a win for you in the title. That literally might have cracked the tailbone. That reminds me of when I slip on a patch of ice, to be honest with you. But I usually don't have like a 150-pound man on my back as I'm doing it. It was a really rough fall. Once again, everybody, just thank you for being here tonight. I know been a little bit crazy. We've got a really good show tonight. Like, AEW is absolutely keeping that momentum going here. Even the most subtlest storylines just became bigger matches, right? And we got one official match already booked for Double or Nothing with Takeshi and Okada. Probably tomorrow we're going to get the New York Street fight with FTR and Cope and Christian. And there goes Darby on the rope. You wouldn't have a world title change in picture, would you? Renee had this perfect here. A main event for the sickest of sickos. And that's exactly what this is. Like, this is not a world title match that you would see anywhere else, really, with this many people watching it live. But we're getting real close. Like, hell, there's 10 minutes left. Could you imagine if they actually finish on time tonight? I wouldn't think they go that much over, just because they did start so early with this match. And, well, I understand Darby can go. It's just, do you really need to? These guys are just unloading right now. Now they both end up on their backs as we come back from commercial break, right? Nope. One more commercial. I love the fact that people are talking about it right now, that when Darby says he's willing to die for this company, he was being very literal.
Coarse language and scenes of violence that can be disturbing to some viewers. Discretion is advised.
But this crowd's all over it. I want to see what this crowd's like tomorrow or on Saturday. So used to Thursdays now that going back to our normal day is always going to be fun.
Darby Allin has taken significant punishment. And we see that psycho driller to the floor that has left both men injured. And he steps over Nigel.
Mox too, yeah. Like Mox probably would too, just because all the work that he's done for this company. Like, despite what anybody wants to say, Mox is the MVP of AEW. From its inception, I would have to say. There's been a lot of great wrestlers here, but the most valuable one, I would have to say, is Mox. All right, counter, counter, counter. I appreciate that. Counter, counter, counter.
Gentlemen, that Darby Allin can go no further. He rebounds with something like that.
There's another example. Both men attempting to make use of the exposed turnbuckle. Neither able to do so. And as this match continues,
These guys are starting to hit the fourth quarter here.
arduous journey
They really turned around how Mox's title went because it went from pretty bad for a minute. Yeah. Well, Revolution 2024. Revolution 2024, was it? Against Cope? All right, I can see this. Every challenge, everybody gets that one release, right? That one unbelievable, I can't believe you kicked out at 0. As long as Darby doesn't use it 3 times this match, I won't feel too bad about it. And he's going back to that corner with the turnbuckle god. He's got the legs tight too. Look at that face on Ciampa, seriously. Into the turnbuckle. Oh my God, are we getting a title change? No way, let's go. Wow. Wow. I thought they were getting me there. God damn, what a match. Project Ciampa. Oh my God. Tommaso's like, what the fuck do I got to do now? Okay, now let's turn it a little bit here. He's not going to go for the deathlock, right? That's dumb. And they're... Ciampa's not going to tap out, is he? Darby can't get up. There it is. Oh. Hey, Darby used the ropes. Darby used the ropes, though. That broke... Speaking as a referee, that hold should have been broken. I hope that I hope that Tommaso brings that up. But either way, what a fucking match. Sorry, pardon my French, but that was amazing. This crowd's on their feet. It's deserved. Darby doesn't even know where he is right now at this point. Darby wins, lulz. If he's given me a position where... I honestly feel that he got enough offense in early enough to understand why he won. Except for the pin and cheat at the end. I love the finish. I love the respect. I want to see him go absolutely nuts at him. And Tommaso's like, good job, kid. I'm coming for it later. All right, Styles. We'll see you next week here. We'll wrap up the sidecast here in a few minutes here. Just wrap up this. All right. No, we ain't done yet. Hold on. Back up. Come here. Whoa.
I was serious when I said that I'm proud of you. We have spent countless nights.
Hi, Brody. Darby. Time to die again.
I just talked to Tony Khan, and with your permission, next week, Darby Allin, Brody King, for the AEW World Title.
And Darby's like, no, no, no. Fuck, next week's going to be just as fun. This is going to be insane. Like, what they're going to do next week, telling the story of the sleeper. Like, Darby's playing that Orange Cassidy run when he had the international title, right? Every match is just beating him up more and more. But a hell of a way to finish, to be honest. Like, that match there, yes, Darby won with a sharpshooter, and he used the ropes to help him, which I get it. But all in all, like, you guys saw me. I got sold on the fact that Ciampa might actually win it twice. Like, you don't hit two finishers like that and think that you're going to be over here, but yeah, no, like, that was great. Samoa Joe's return. The women's match, you're setting up another feud. Mina possibly fighting with Statlander. the sheet of possible turd at this point. And yeah, just the abduction by Moxley on Ospreay. We didn't get to see what happened there. We're probably going to see something on Saturday, at least I hope, considering 3 of the 5 guys that abducted him are in a match, which is going to be virtually insane. Those 10 man matches are just nuts, just simply put, nuts. But all in all, just an absolute great show tonight for AEW. So, but yeah, with that being said, let me throw a snooze on here because we're going to do some ads, longer ads right away, so we can get those out of the way, hopefully, for the entire show tonight. For those on YouTube, make sure you check out twitch.tv/MikeTheRef. We are going to be getting into Backbreaker Pro here in about 5 minutes, maybe 5-6 minutes here. And we got 3 great matches on the card. Getting our inaugural show out of the way here, and just trying to make sure all the bells and whistles look good. Let's see if everybody enjoys what they see. And yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun here, folks. But because we do record it for the Backbreaker Gaming channel, we do end the stream over on the wrestling side. So make sure you check out the latest Pop Spot Presents that's on the channel. If you are, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And Moses Luke, the German Juggernaut, big wrestler throughout Midwestern Canada in more ways than one. Great interview with Andre and AWS with him. So, yeah, make sure you check that out. But once again, everybody, thank you for checking things out. We will see y'all here next time. Well, I'll see you on Saturday